Good evening, everybody. You're watching a Rutgers ACHA Scarlet Knight Ice Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Corolla Pascal, joined alongside by John McCooch, who's doing double duty today for this one. We swapped places here for this one today. You're doing TD and color. Meanwhile, I'll be hopping on for play-by-play. But we're here for this one, the final home game for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. A tale as old as time here in the Battle of New Jersey.
Still in my lines, tale as old as time, but yeah, definitely. And we saw a great game yesterday, or a couple days ago, which we're going to talk about as well. But the best part about Rutgers TCNJ is, TCNJ, they're the College of New Jersey. But Rutgers, they feel like they are the College of New Jersey. So it's always a great battle. These games get chippy. They don't like each other.
That is certainly true. As the team's coming out onto the ice here, we get a good look at Rutgers coming on now. As we'll get ready to go here for this game, as we'll get our starting lineups, the national anthem and puck drop here from ProSkate Ice Arena here in South Brunswick, New Jersey. Set for a good one as always here between these two squads. And you mentioned their previous game earlier this week, and let's talk about that one a little bit before we go into the break.
Very close game, 2-1. Rutgers found a way to come out with the win in overtime, and it's just one of those games that's physical, goes back and forth, and you kind of could smell the overtime aroma. It's something I like to go back to when you can kind of feel a game might go to overtime. You could smell that with 10 minutes left to go, that neither team was going to get that goal, that they just kept really playing well in each team's defensive zone. But eventually, it went to overtime, and it was big man Reagan that ended up getting it done, who's been just outstanding. And when you realize how young that guy is in terms of this team, that's a goal that you really talk about for the rest of his career. Phenomenal work from him.
The freshman from Haddonfield, New Jersey, has been superb this year. Just been excellent. 21 points in 15 games for him, 10 goals, 11 assists. As we will step aside here, send it on down to the PA announcer over on the other side of us on the scorers table. We'll get the starting lineups announced, the national anthem, and then puck drop here from ProSkate. Always a wonderful rendition of the national anthem here from ProSkate Ice Arena. As we get ready to go for this one here between Rutgers and the Scarlet Knights, or Rutgers and the Lions, I should say.
Rutgers, here's the thing.
It's been a long day.
No, but I will actually turn that into a point for you, because both teams have issues when it comes to crucial penalties. So it can't be Rutgers versus the Scarlet Knights today. They have to
Good
find
point.
a way to stop making those mistakes. Both Rutgers teams make these same mistakes. So penalties are going to be a big thing in this game.
It certainly will be.
You're welcome for saving it.
Thank you for correcting me being wrong.
You find a way.
As we get ready to go here for this one
That's not the score.
between Rutgers and TCNJ, and yes, that is not the score right now. Apparently we forgot to fix that before we started, but we're off here for this one between the Scarlet Knights and the Lions. Final home game of the regular season for this Scarlet Knights team, as this one bounces towards Busanic in between the pipes. We'll take a look at the goalie matchup of Busanic versus Spiro. Busanic 2-12-1 so far this year, 4.78 GAA for the senior from Westwood, New Jersey. Also has a .901 save percentage. And Tomas Spiro around the other side, 5-6-1, 5.05 GAA, and an .866 save percentage for the senior from Ringwood, as that one goes up into the netting for the whistle early here in this game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we do TCNJ as well on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. You've seen a ton of Busanic. I haven't seen as much. I know Trey has seen a ton of Busanic.
Trey has certainly seen a lot.
I don't think I got the chance to call a TCNJ game at TCNJ this season, but seen him a couple times here. Definitely a great netminder, and that's a great netminder.
Yes, he certainly is, Tomas Spiro, and Busanic has been great so far. Has really taken a ton of a load for TCNJ here in this one. Has played a lot of their games. Like I said, 2-12-1 so far this year. Hasn't been able to find a bunch of wins, but they've been hard to come by for TCNJ so far this season. Looking for a big one here today. Like you said, Rutgers with that big overtime win against this squad back on Friday evening. It was senior night for the Scarlet Knights, able to win in overtime, like you said, off the stick of Reagan, as this will go down for an icing here on TCNJ. And crucial points at play here for the NECHL standings. Rutgers has 2, TCNJ looking for 2 here in this one today. Would tie Rutgers if they're able to win the game today. However, Rutgers would have the tiebreaker. So there's a big chance right now for Rutgers to just solidify their spot here in the NECHL.
That's the big thing. You want security. You want security in your position in terms of standings. It's huge.
Yeah, it's definitely a big thing as Busanic makes his first save of the evening. Shots currently 1-0 right now. They didn't credit Spiro with any saves yet so far, and no shots for TCNJ yet, they're saying. But either way, we'll roll with it.
It's the complete opposite of the last game. They were counting every shot. There was not 60 shots in that game, I'll just tell you that right now. At least on net.
And if you missed it, Rutgers D3 taking on Stony Brook, the number 3 versus number 10 teams nationally ranked in the country in AAU Division 3. Was a big, big matchup over there.
Yeah, Rutgers taking an ECHC regular season title as well. A huge moment for them to kind of establish themselves as champions of the regular season. They got to go finish the job in the postseason now, though.
Yes, they certainly do. And Rutgers trying to do the same thing and establish themselves in the postseason here in the NECHL playoffs coming up very soon on the 21st through the 23rd up in Buffalo. Canisius will be hosting, and we'll have some surprises coming soon about that. Let's just say that.
Just a bit, just a bit. Be excited is all I will tell you.
Stay tuned is the word I would say.
I've looked up wing places just to, that's all I'll say. It's been my dream to have a chicken wing in Buffalo. But I know you cannot have ranch up there.
Really?
You have to be blue cheese. There's no, I don't even think they'll serve you.
You know, I understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been to Buffalo, but all I know is that one bounces right in the slot. Somehow it didn't go into the back of the cage for Helkowski as this one's taken here down low. Another one right through the slot. Now it comes out of the zone off the stick of Martin. A bunch of huge chances here for TCNJ. Just can't get one to go as 2 went right through the crease there of Spiro. All the way down into the corner here. Picked up by Ben Jennings. Looking for an option. He's trucked down in the corner. Oh, my goodness. What a check. As it's picked up here by TCNJ and dumped into the zone, and covering up on top of it is Spiro as he gives a little bit of a push there to the 7 of Josh Kushner.
I just felt my rib a little bit. That was, oh, my goodness. Wow.
That was a big-time collision. That is for sure.
Yeah. But that's the type of game you expect. It's physical. Last game was physical, too, between these two teams. Just, again, you got to avoid the penalties.
Yeah, the penalties are where it hurts for these two squads, as this will go all the way down. No icing, they wave it off. As back to chase on this. The 19 of Ryan Walter for TCNJ, pinned in the zone now by Rutgers, as another big hit down below the goal line. Things already starting to get chippy and physical. Obviously, always going to see that here in the Battle of NJ.
It's been 3 minutes. It's been 3 minutes. This is what they do.
Driven down below the goal line now. Chasing after it goes on Mosquito. Up along the wall with the 91 of Nick Stout. Has this taken aside. Picked up here by Santo. Sends this forward. Driving into the zone now. Here goes Karabko. He fires that one. Held on to by Spiro.
Now put that song back on. Oh. But Tomas Spiro has, I mean, that's not the hardest save he's made all season, but still difficult. He has made a ton of those saves when this team needs it. Just absolute stud between the pipes.
Certainly has been, as Karabko came flying in with speed. As Reagan now goes the other way with a big burst of speed, as Solovey gloves that down, looking for an option down to Reagan. Keeps it here with his skates. Now a stick. Look for the wraparound chance. Going to get that one to go. Played up here along the wall. Looking for Gley, as this one is played across the Butchko now. Back in their own end. Reagan sends this one hard around, but not out of the zone. Kept here by the 13 of Gatsonis. Now it comes out. Back to the 14 of Sislo. Another one of the seniors for this TCNJ squad. They've got a good amount of them. So it'll be a bit of a new lineup next year for the Lions. Obviously, they have some good young players. Helkowski among one of the best of them, as this one's kept here by TCNJ again. That one's sent through everybody by Joey Greenspoon, as Butchko picks this up and sends around for Reagan. Reagan up and out of the zone, nearly knocked down there by Sislo as he gets taken down hard. Askin was all over him there as Sislo nearly takes another big bump. And like you said, John, things getting very physical already as Greenspoon chases after this in the corner. As puck picked up here for a second. There by Rutgers trying to clear. That was Turner, as Sick now with it. He looks for Turner. Pass too far for him, but he's going to beat out the icing, as he will go down in the end boards with Scott Martin. Turner looking. One shot on goal so far here for Rutgers, as Jennings fires. That one goes wide. Dangerous chance there, as it's taken by Werfel. He can't keep it in the zone. Goes all the way back here to Gorman. Now to Jennings. This top pair has been excellent all year for Rutgers, as Busanic will just glove that one down for the whistle.
You talk about, just to kind of go back to your talk about the young core. You mentioned Colin Helkowski. He stood out to me the most in this last game between these two teams. Just deflections, being everywhere on the ice. I mean, and there's a ton of young pieces you could go to, but that is the player that I'm watching tonight for the TCNJ Lions, just emerging as a leader, especially defensively.
Yeah, he has been great so far this season. 19 points in 22 games. And one thing that he really does very well is he plays a lot bigger than his 5'9" frame.
Exactly.
We've talked about that with a bunch of players throughout this season for all the teams that we cover, where there's a lot of guys who the stature's a little bit smaller, as Spiro gloves that one down, but they play way bigger than their size.
And that's what you need, especially at this level, where not everyone's going to be the 6'4" guys we see at every position in the NHL sometimes. You just have to play bigger than your size, and some guys do it better than others. And Helkowski, especially for a younger player, it's tough to do that. And to have that figured out so early into one's career, they're just going to be so great.
Up to the point now, kept here by the Lions. They send back in deep, able to find May. May looking to spin a pass back into the center. Can't do so as Kushner picks it up, sends that one on, steered aside, as Hilliard will send this one to the other corner. Dumped right back in, though, as Shaver moves this around. Looking to Hilliard. He nearly got sideswiped. Actually, that was taken in front by, I think that's Dupuis, as this will go down into the corner now. On it again is Rutgers. Bouncing puck. Taken for Hilliard. Hilliard trying to walk through and get a shot off. Can't do so. Steered aside by Busanic. That time with the paddle as it goes across to Kushner. Kushner drives in. Takes a big check there from Reagan as they came together. They got right up in each other's faces and said hello as this one is dumped into the zone.
Just a kind greeting between the two, you know. They haven't seen each other in a while, a couple days.
Only 2 days or so, as it's picked up here once again by May. May has to go back behind Busanic. Takes a hit there from the 14 of Amoskita as it's kept in the zone now. Reese down in the corner. Has that stolen away. Back out the other way here for Kushner. Kushner trying to make a move on Butchko. Can't do so, but it's kept in the zone. Good job to keep that by the captain, Martin, as Reagan has it again. Amoskita with it, trying to poke it out. Can't do so. Kept in at the blue line. Great keep there from the Lions as they're leveled into the boards. Reese with it again. Looking here for Amoskita. Can't get it to him as now it's dumped into the zone. And Reagan almost playing double duty here, covering for the defenseman as well. As Sislo sends this forward. Into the zone they go. That one gloved up there by Spiro. Here with 12:25 left to go in period 1.
Yeah, for Reagan, I mean, he's just a really good two-way player. We talk about his scoring, we talk about his overtime goals, but he can do everything, that guy.
He certainly can.
You know, can score really well, so you're not going to play defense, but you're not tall enough, but just really makes his impact on both ends of the ice, and that's exactly what you expect from a guy that's, you know, I could see him being the captain of this team at some point.
It is definitely in the cards for him. He has been excellent. As this one not dumped in there by the 2 of Gorman, now taken back here by Rubenstein as he gets that one deflected away as Jennings will go and collect. Jennings around. Rubenstein is there looking for an option, plays to Solove. He tips it into the zone. They wave off the icing as it's touched by Busanic. Loose puck trying to get on at the 18 of Smargon. Back out to center ice for Jennings. Gets to the red line and dumps back in onto Busanic. We'll have to see if they're going to count that as a shot. They will, so that will be the second shot of the game for Rutgers as it goes all the way back here to Shaver. Pretty crowded house here at ProSkate Ice Arena here for the final game of the final home game of the regular season for Rutgers.
Right. I mean, fans have been showing out for all these games, and especially as it kind of winds down, it's a great crowd. Also very, very great to us as well. So always appreciate the Scarlet Knight faithful.
Yes, we certainly do. As this one meant in front for Werfeld, can't connect. As Shaver wires a blast up and over the bar. That was a rip there from him. As this is played lower, looking for Sek. Sek had it for a second as it goes into the corner again. Puck down there for Turner as now goes back up to Shaver. Shaver keeps it, sends lower. Werfeld with it, looking across, able to find the pass through to Reese. In front, they score! The tip in front. Jack Turner. Some excellent passing there for Rutgers, and they have the 1-0 lead.
Just a beautiful piece of work from these Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Getting the offense rolling through. They hadn't taken a ton of shots, but when they take their third one, it turns into magic. What a way for Rutgers to get on the board.
And that was just an excellent play that all started from the point for Roy Shaver. Just an excellent job to keep that puck in on the blue line, gets it down a little bit lower, finds the pass over to Werfeld, who plays across to Reese, and then to Turner right on the doorstep, who was able to break away from his defenseman. And Rutgers now up by 1. As this goes here into the corner, trying to get at it as a huge check there on Butchko. A bunch of players went down. That was Greenspoon as another one deflects just wide. It might have caught somebody in the face. Looks like it might have caught Michael Chang up high.
Yeah.
As it looks like he's going to try and shake it. Or actually, that's Hilliard that took that up high as Butchko lays the hammer on Greenspoon. But Hilliard seems all right for now as he has the puck again. Looking to cut by Greenspoon. Here in the neutral zone, he dumps in. Trying to get back on this is Sislo. He sends around to Kushner. Comes back out to the neutral zone once again as Amoskita will play back to Jennings. Jennings lays off back here to Gorman. He will send this one the distance as chasing after it goes Rutgers. They're going to beat out the icing. Great job to do so as it's covered up there by Busanic. That was Appleweizen who beat out that icing call.
That's a huge, huge play, too, to beat out icing, and you get the face-off on the other end. But for Rutgers, that early goal is huge because it was such a close game last time. You kind of break those jitters. You break that. Are we going to start scoring now? You break that. You get an early goal, you're good to go.
As Turner's goal being announced right now, it's going to be Turner from Reese and Werfel as Jennings picks up the puck. He spins around here at the hash marks in the near side corner, plays this across to Gorman. Looking there for Chang, just couldn't connect on the pass, and this will go all the way down for an icing here on the Scarlet Knights with 9:07 left to go in the first.
Ends up being Turner's 9th goal on the season for him, 16 points, and for a guy, class of 28, a lot of young pieces. We talk about the veterans on this team too, but there's a lot of young pieces, especially a guy like Jack Turner who's approaching 10 goals on the year now.
Yeah, there's a ton of really, really good young pieces here on this Rutgers squad as this one played lower. Here for TCNJ, that shot from Kushner gets saved there by Spiro as this is moved around for Kushner again at the hash marks. Kushner able to get it back for half a second there as Appleweisan has it now. Looking to play out, he does. And this will go for another icing here on Rutgers. And coming into this game, Rutgers 7-9-1-1. TCNJ 5-18-1 on the year so far. And in both the meetings so far this season, Rutgers has won both of them. It was the 6-2 performance back on November 8th. Our big 5-game day here at BSB.
Oh, yeah.
As that was definitely a huge day here for the company, as the next time, just 2 days ago, like we mentioned, a 2-1 overtime win for Rutgers. So TCNJ looking to not get swept here against this Rutgers squad going into the playoffs. As this one's laid back here, trying to keep this puck, the 24 of Santo. Actually went to school with Eric, so
oh, really?
Good to see him and get to call a bunch of games of his this season. Was really cool. It's another one in front. They score! Sammy Askin! And Rutgers are up by 2.
Rutgers, again, their offense has really started to show up right now. Early in this one, in this first period of play, just drives right in, makes it happen. These Scarlet Knights are ready to fly here in this game.
Yes, they certainly are, as they're now up by 2 here. Just about 12 minutes into this first period, and it's a quick start for the Scarlet Knights squad, and they want to win. They want these crucial points here for playoff seeding. We'll have to try and take a look at what the standings would be after today's game, assuming Rutgers would hold on. Smargon is going to get the primary assist on the goal. As this one bounces lower right into the slot, no one home as Martin fires. That one's blocked away by Turner. Comes out of the zone as Martin picks it up again. But like I was saying about the playoff seeding for the NECHL, as driving in now, here comes Rutgers again. Pass across, looking in front for Werfel. Couldn't connect on it. Again, Werfel, he fires. That one saved by Bucinich, a big-time stop. As it's kept in the zone here by Reese. Reese back up to the point. Butchko plays this one across, able to feather that pass through as that one's fired on there by Reagan. And now it will come out of the zone for Butchko. Back to what I was saying now yet again about if Butchko drives into the zone here, we'll have to get back to that when there's a stoppage potentially.
There you go. You're
as
good
now it comes back out to second. Like I was saying, we'll have to try and take a look at what the tiebreakers would be. If Rutgers wins this game, they'll be tied with RIT in points for the division. They'll both have 4 in the NECHL. I'm not sure what the tiebreaker would be. I'd have to go and look at their matchup stats. But either way, we'll have to try and take a look at that when we can during the first intermission. As this one goes lower here for Rutgers, trying to spin that one in front. They couldn't do so. Dangerous chance to try and connect on that one. As it's sent in deep here by Matthew Greenspoon. Reagan into the wall. Kept here now by Turner. Turner with it, trying to power around the defensive Stout, looking for an option. He can't get the pass through as he goes down hard. Pass out the other way now for Greenspoon. Driving in 1-on-3, looking to split the defense. Couldn't do so, nearly got taken down to the ice as it's played across and taken there by the 44 of Kata. Now moved out to center ice here, played back, able to find Gorman. Up to Hilliard. Hilliard sends into the zone. No icing on the play. As it's sent around here. Kept in at the point again by Appleweiser. Can't hold on to it for long, though. Kushner out the other way. Has May with him as he takes a bump there. As trying to get on it was May, now stuck behind the cage. Kushner there. Looking right in front in the slot. Helkowski was right there, but Appleweiser got a stick in. And he just gets dumped at the end of that play as it's dumped in there by TCNJ again. Shaver with it, sends around here to Jennings. Jennings shifting around Helkowski. Using the positioning as he sends this one forward. Mosquito fires on. Off the rebound left there by Bucinich. It's taken by Kushner. He avoids the check, taken back by Chang. Now to Shaver. Under 5 minutes left to go here in period number 1. 2-0 in favor of the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Shots tied at 7, but still 2-0 as that will be called for offside as Helkowski couldn't get back over the line in time.
Again, you're saying Helkowski's name quite a bit. You see his impact. This is a funky tune, man. I mean, the music choices have been great today, I will say.
They certainly have been.
Yeah.
As this one played out to center ice again as Solove lays hard there into Martin.
Also, I love how I talked about penalties before the game, and we've had none.
Well, it's still only the first period. We still got 4:40 left to go in the frame.
First period's almost over.
As out the other way goes Smargon. Smargon with it, trying to play it across, just going to get the pass through on the back check. Great job there by the 14 of Matt Sislow to get back. Taken away, though, by Rutgers again here deep in the zone. Smargon with it. Nearly got it back again, but Martin is there as he skates it out. Breaks through two players, 2-on-1 here. He has Helkowski on the other side looking for the pass through. Just couldn't find him as Helkowski got taken down. Looking into the high slot again, Karabko. He fires out, one's blocked there by Albrecht as Solove tries to get on it. Can't do so, knocked away there by the 11 of Amendola. Hard around. Almost a too many men call there for Rutgers. They had a bunch of players right at the bench as this puck bounces back for Turner. He gets checked hard. And that's going to be a penalty here on TCNJ. Just as you mentioned it, John, we're going to get our first one here of the game.
I felt it. You know, I just felt it coming. Call me Makuchadamas again. You know, it's what I do. But, yeah, they got a too many men called the last game, too. So that's starting to become an issue for this team as well when it comes to changes. Oh, that was a weird play, but they almost got one. Yeah, that would have been very interesting. But the penalty will be on Stavros Karamanos. And
it's going to be Eric Santo going to the box.
No.
Will be his
Eric Santo, you're right.
Third and fourth penalty minutes of the year.
I just wanted to say Stavros' name. I think that was what happened.
This one played deep in the zone here for Rutgers. Now Albrecht with it. On the man advantage. Looking to try and make it 3-0. Albrecht. He sends in. Puck up off the wall. Reagan across. Able to find Albrecht again. This one put down low. Looking for Turner. Turner already has one here in this one today. As this is poked away, Reese trying to get there on it. Can't do so. Gets by Reagan at the point and goes all the way out down to Spiro.
Talk about the Rutgers power play real quick. You say that they have a good power play, when it got 27%, but at home they're only 2 for 13. That's 15%. So home power play has been an issue for this team. They haven't figured it out yet.
They have certainly struggled when it comes to being on the man advantage here at ProSkate. Albrecht, the captain, just sends a whiffed pass all the way down, and this will be an icing here on Rutgers on the power play with 54 seconds left to go on the man advantage.
And on this power play, again, they haven't created a ton of good chances as well, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do. And when you swap ranks, it throws you off a little bit, I'd imagine, too. But at home, while they have been, again, their home record as well, 2-5-0-1, ProSkate has not been friendly to them in terms of wins. So that's been an interesting thing to follow.
This into the corner here off the draw, taken by Butchko. Butchko weighing his options here, finds Jennings. Jennings dumps in. 40 seconds left to go on the power play as that one goes off the end wall. Trying to keep the puck in the zone are the Scarlet Knights as Butchko has it at the point. Looking, sends across here. Jennings able to keep it in the zone. Rutgers rolling with 2 defensemen here on this power play unit as it's taken out now by the Lions for a second. Didn't actually come out of the zone as Werfel tries to keep it in here. Werfel lays a big-time crunch along the boards. He gets hit himself as the puck's still pinned down in the far side corner. Deep left in the corner here with 1:51 left to go here in the period. 5 seconds left on the power play. Butchko fires. Busanic able to make the save, and that will do it for the power play. And here we go with the extracurriculars after the whistle now yet again.
No, I mean, they're just talking about, how do you like to sleep?
I'm talking about the Luka trade.
Luka trade, maybe. Luka trade, right. I mean, I fully planned on going to bed right before that.
I was coming home from a game when that happened.
Yeah.
I got a text from our co-owner, Colton Reynolds, at about 2:30 in the morning when he got off from inventory working at Costco saying, Luka to the Lakers. and as soon as when I woke up about 6 o'clock this morning, saw that and I said, you're kidding.
That's a tough first thing to wake up to. It's a tough first thing to wake up to. I mean, I'm a Celtics fan, so I don't really have to worry about any of this stuff, But it is the wildest move in any sport that we've seen in many, many years.
Probably, honestly, since the Gretzky trade, relating it back to hockey, going all the way back.
Go back there. Kevin Durant to the Warriors, I think, is up there too.
That's that was a free agent signing.
I'm counting that in there. I'm counting sports.
That's fair.
Move, but trade-wise, yeah, Gretzky's up there.
Well, I mean, it is nicknamed the trade after all.
Yeah, I mean, it's the trade, right? Dwight Clark is the catch. So usually when you get the in front of your name, you're pretty good. The Ohio State won a national championship. Just what happens.
Back out here to Reagan. Able to keep the puck here with 1 minute left to go in the first period as he lays this one through to Hilliard. Walking on the backhand on the rebound. That won't go. 2 huge saves there by Busanic. I don't know how that stayed out of the net. 2 massive saves by him as Helkowski goes the other way. He gets hit in the end boards there. Over to help him is May. Top of the circle looking for a lane. Lays back here to Martin. Fires through traffic. Kicked aside by Spiro. 35 seconds left to go here in the period. Helkowski down in the corner. Taken away there by Reagan. Along the wall. Rutgers trying to get it out. Reagan able to keep the puck. Looking to try and send Kata for one last chance at the end of the period, but Sislow's there to steer it away as they both go into the boards hard. Picked up here by Martin. 14 seconds left to go in the period. 10 seconds left to go now as Martin trying to get on one last rush quickly into the zone. Martin with it, he fires that one, glove down for a second, bouncing in the crease. Steered aside there by Butchko, and that'll do it for period 1. What a way to end the frame.
Well then, that was something else. I want to go back really quick, if I can, to those Busanic saves. If we could just take a look at that really quick, because this really was so close to 3-0 for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights as they go down the ice. And Busanic made a couple just fantastic saves on this run. I mean, I thought Rutgers had a goal there.
So did I. That first save there on Hilliard as he went to the backhand, excellent stretch out pad save, and then somehow he was able to stop that rebound. I don't even think he ever saw it.
No, he didn't. He really didn't. But he just found a way.
Found a way.
That guy does.
But either way, that will do it for the first period. Rutgers up by 2 after 1. Shots 9-8 in favor of Rutgers as well. But we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the second period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rutgers ACHA Scarlet Knights Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name's Carl Pascal, joined by John McCouche alongside me. 2-0 after the first period in favor of the Scarlet Knights. A huge first frame, nearly made it 3-0 a couple of times in that period, but it is 2-0 as we head into the middle frame. Was a great one from Rutgers.
Absolutely a great one. And this Scarlet Knight offense, this is the Rutgers offense that we have been waiting for all season long. Just ridiculous scenes. This is the offense we've been waiting for. It's 30 seconds on the clock. I don't think we're going to have to wait that long. But in terms of Rutgers' offense, this is what you have been waiting for.
And we are off here for the middle frame. Butchko will take this one back here in the zone as now the clock finally gets going. Took about 3 seconds or so to finally start.
It was messing my count up.
As Reagan tries to play this one in front, taken back here by TCNJ, and they send this all the way down. It'll end up being an icing here on the Lions.
So you have breaking NBA news, don't you?
Yes, we certainly do.
Don't actually.
Well, Colton, our other co-owner here at the company.
Yeah, so the Kings sent De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs, and also Zach LaVine went to the Kings.
We might as well bring up the Shams tweet at some point.
Yeah, at some point. I mean, this is
it is a massive trade.
I think that happened while we were talking about the Luka Doncic trade.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised.
Like in the middle of it, Shams said, "No, I got one more for you."
I'm sure he'll have a lot more over the next 2 days as the NBA deadline approaches here for the trade deadline. As that one fired right on. Dangerous chance there from Rutgers as Werfel tries to send it across. And while we're talking about trades in the four major sports, the NHL's been cooking up a lot of good ones as well.
Huge.
JT Miller going back to the Rangers was a big one recently. That happened on Friday.
Yeah. Avalanche made a huge deal.
As a huge hit there by Turner along the wall, just crushed Kushner along the boards. As Kushner will get back on this. Turner again hits him into the wall as they come together for a second straight time, as this will go all the way back down to Vucinic. He will steer that away. Shots coming into the period 9-8 in favor of Rutgers as this one's tipped into the zone, knocked away there by Spiro. Kushner trying to get on it again. Puck kept in the zone at the point for a second now as it's taken away by Hilliard. Hilliard powering his way into the zone. He fires. Dangerous chance, bounced right out into the slot. No one home for Rutgers as it's taken back by Gley. Looking for Helkowski. He pokes it in. A dangerous chance here as that one bounces right on into Spiro. Net came off its moorings. He lost his paddle. And now we get a whistle.
Yeah, Spiro just had some trouble tracking that puck in the air. But a very difficult play. Spiro eventually got to it, but that puck sat there for what felt like an hour for Tomas Spiro.
Yes, it certainly did, as this will be to the right of Tomas Spiro as he gets set once again. Trying to send this around is Albrecht, looking here for Shaver as he tries to hold on to the puck. Bounces for Solove. Up off the wall and out of the zone. As chasing after this goes Smargon on the backhand. He put that one wide. Dangerous chance there from him as out the other way goes TCNJ again. They send into the zone. Trying to get on it is Gley down in the corner. Albrecht gets taken down to the ice there as Shaver's able to collect here. 17:37 left to go here in period 2 as Stout picks up the puck. This one dumped in. Chasing after it goes Shaver again. Shots tied at 9 now as this goes up to Askin. Scored the second goal of the game here for Rutgers in this one as it's played up along the wall. They can't hold on to the pass. As driving in, here goes Reagan. Slicing and dicing, he fires. That one's kicked aside there by Vucinic. Another one right on the doorstep. They can't get that one to go either. Tons of chances here for the Scarlet Knights at the start of this second period. This one up into the netting, and we'll get the whistle as Butchko gloves that one down.
Again, obviously it didn't lead to goals, but you saw the offense that Rutgers is still keeping their foot on the gas every single moment. It's what you need to do against a team like this. And I'm actually surprised. TCNJ, while you look at the record, they're 5-18-1. They play a lot harder than their record shows. So imagine TCNJ finds a way to fight back at some point, but expect their offense to figure things out soon, too.
Assuming they will, we'll still be set for a great one. It's still been a great one here with Rutgers up 2-0 right now. Shots currently 11-9 as crunched into the wall was Amaskita, taken by Greenspoon. Dangerous passing here in the zone. That one bounces away from the other Greenspoon as Appleweizen fires that one. It's saved by Bucinic. He's really taken a big step up here in this game, has played really well so far.
Yeah, he had a good game the other day, too, but in this one, you've said his name a ton. He has been active and just finding ways to get involved in this Rutgers offense.
Has no points so far this year in just 3 games.
They're coming.
They're certainly coming. He's taken a huge step up in some elevated ice time here in this one. Put on the line with Werfel and Turner. As it's taken by Greenspoon out of the zone. Has his brother on his line with him. Alongside the 18 of Ryan Lagriola. As out of the zone it comes once again. Bounces away from Turner. He scored the first goal of the game as he sends a man into the wall. Taken here by Werfel. Looking across. Sek there. Sek trying to send this into the zone. Gets chased away there by Martin as he gets bumped. Sek on it again. Trying to keep it here in the zone. Can't do so as out it comes by Karabko as he gives chase here. Albrecht looking there for the 3 of Jennings. Can't find it as this one kicked aside there by Spiro. Now up to Turner. Turner takes a bump. It's kept in the zone by Walter. He fires that one waffle boarded away there by Spiro as we're going to get a penalty here on Rutgers. We'll have to see who's going to go to the box here. It looks like this might be the 3 of Jennings, and indeed it will be the senior from Fredericton, Canada.
The 6 penalty minutes of the year. Hasn't committed a ton of penalties this season, so a rare one for Ben Jennings. And they got about 16.70 penalty minutes per game, so they're not really on pace at all for their average in terms of penalty minutes. But it's interesting to see their first one coming this late into the game here.
Back up to the point for Stout as that one's fired on, blocked away in front. And now to the power play go TCNJ. Their first look here on the man advantage here in this one as Stout has it again, fires through traffic. Saved there by Spiro, and he covers with Kushner right on the doorstep.
Yeah, 21% on the power play this season, so fairly effective. Maybe not one of the top power plays in the entire nation, but they still find ways to get it done. Also on the road, heading into this weekend, they were 50-50 on the power play, so a coin flip here for TCNJ.
Kept in the zone. Kushner fires. That one saved there by Spiro again as it's lofted up and out of the zone. Trying to chase on it there was Hilliard, short-handed as it bounces here at center ice. Back into their own end. Rutgers with it. Butchko sends this one a hard around and out as it goes all the way back here to Logan May. May plays the pass forward to the captain. Martin sends across. That pass is picked. Dangerous chance there as Martin's able to get back on it. At the end of their shift, just didn't have enough gas to get going as now Martin driving into the zone with speed. He lost the handle for a second as May trying to walk in and get the shot off across. That one goes wide. I think Spiro might have gotten a piece of it as Werfel pokes it out of the zone. Out the other way, 2-1-0 here, short-handed driving in. He overskated the puck in front to Hilliard and got knocked away by Bucinic. What a sequence as out the other way goes Kushner. Kushner looking below the goal line now. 35 seconds left to go on the power play as this is taken deep in the zone here by the 9 of Ellis. Around here for Stout, looking for options, fires from the point, deflected and saved there by Spiro. That was by Martin with the deflection. Now 20 seconds left to go on the power play. 13:28 left to go in period 2. As it's kept here by Martin again. Looking in front, that one Spiro able to make the save, and now we get a whistle as there's a huge cross-check there by Reagan after the whistle. And here we go afterwards as Ellis just gets knocked down. I'm not sure who that was who got cross-checked by Reagan, and the TCNJ fans in attendance are incensed right now. And it looks like whoever that is.
Get back up.
Looks like it might be the 21 of May. You're correct.
Should we take a look at that one?
We can if we do have it.
I've got it. So We'll see exactly how this might get assessed.
And that was a clear cross check there from Reagan.
Definitely, and he got a bit of other extracurriculars afterwards as well. So you have to imagine Reagan's going to get something here.
We'll have to see if this is going to be more than just 2 minutes here.
Yeah, exactly. We had ejections in the last game. We'll see. I don't think it's going to get to that level. But we did have 2 ejections in the last game. So Rutgers may have a trend here. But if it is an ejection on Reagan, which I don't think is happening, but even a 5-minute major on him, that would be just... And he's coming out, and yeah, that's it.
And Reagan will go to the locker room as the TCNJ fans wave him goodbye. So Reagan done for the night. And I'm sure the coaches over on the bench of Rutgers, Joe Dixon, not happy right now.
No. And neither was Reagan. Reagan was arguing before it, but decisions are final. Arguing doesn't change the decisions. We can just debate them later. So you'll get 12 seconds also of 5-on-3. Looks like that penalty's still active.
And it's going to be a 5-minute major to Reagan.
Yeah.
So he'll get a 5-minute major in the game misconduct. He is done for this one, as Coach Dixon is going to get the explanation here from one of the referees. And a long power play here for TCNJ. Big opportunity to try and get some goals back on the board against this Rutgers squad.
And Obviously, Reagan, of all the players that could get ejected in this game, that's the last guy you want to leave.
That is definitely the last guy you want out of this game for if you are Rutgers. A tough loss, as a long discussion here over on the bench.
Yeah.
And we can hear Reagan screaming from down by the locker room. Screaming soft as hell from the locker room.
Stop digging at my goalie. You're not going to get hit. Not a happy guy.
Saying that May was playing the theatrics a little bit.
But, a cross-check is a cross-check. But
yeah.
There may be both sides
well,
to that
there would have been a penalty on the play regardless, whether it's 2 or 5 for that.
Right. So it's just a matter of, I think he would have been fine getting a cross-check, a 2-minute.
If it was just the penalty. 2 minutes, I think he would be not as incensed about it.
Yeah.
But either way, to a long power play, go the Lions.
Yep.
On a 5-on-3 for about 7 seconds left. As this one back up to the point here for May. May plays lower. Back up. He gets it again. It gets by him. Out the other way. Werfel out the box trying to get on this. Werfel looking. Turner in front trying to get the shot off. Bouncing puck. May's able to glove it down.
There's a new energy, interestingly enough, for Rutgers. I think they really want to kind of stick one to the refs at this moment, whether they're right or wrong.
I think so, too, as it's kept here by May. Plays here to Stout. Well, Rutgers will play shorthanded here for 4 minutes and 20 seconds. As Stout drives into the zone now. TCNJ looking to get one on the board here. And if they do score, we'll stay on the power play since it's a 5-minute major. As that one fired through by Kushner, saved there by Spiro. Martin with it again. Up to the point for May. Across, Stout, he fires. That one took a deflection there off Werfel, as Albrecht will send it hard around and out.
Is that Reagan still watching the game down here? Or is that someone else?
Yeah, he'll still be watching it from down there. As Stout into the zone, as Butchko trying to direct Jennings on where to go. That shot whiffed on, bouncing just over the cage. Another chance in front as the net comes off its moorings, as Turner was going the other way, 2-on-1.
Wow.
And it seems like the faceoff is going to come out of the zone here.
Tough one for the Scarlet Knights with a chance.
Or not, it's going to stay in the zone, and they're going to make Turner come back onto the ice here.
Oh, wow. Not a lot of happy campers for this Scarlet Knight team.
Not right now, certainly not. They may have the lead, but not very happy. at this point. Still here on the penalty kill. So indeed, it's a 5-minute for cross-checking call and the game misconduct to boot on top of that, as this one played across here to Sislo. Down into the corner, Butchko sends this one around. Will it come out of the zone? It does not. Kept it at the blue line. Taken here by TCNJ. That was Barrera, as this one fired from the point, bounces just wide. Helkowski gets on it. Back up to Sislo, trying to keep it in the zone. He's able to do so. 3 minutes left to go here on the power play for TCNJ. They now have the lead in shots, 19-14. As this one goes back up to the point again for Greenspoon. To Sislo. Back to Greenspoon. They play catch. He fires. That one goes just wide on the redirect. Helkowski with it. Up to the point for Greenspoon again. Now Sislo. He fires. That one through traffic. They score! Matt Sislo from the point. Able to put that one home and make it a 1-goal game.
Great work to find a way to get that through. Beautiful stuff from TCNJ, and you have to imagine that they were going to score eventually. We'll take a look. You have to imagine they were going to find a way. Fell down over there. They had a player down. See if we can get this in time before the puck drop, and yeah, just tipped that right on in, and TCNJ got it done.
And that was almost a seeing eye shot there from Sislo from the point.
Right.
Found its way through a bunch of bodies.
It stays on. The penalty will stay on, obviously, with the major. So an interesting moment for TCNJ. They could find a way to tie this game here.
Walking right in again as down went May. Tried to get the shot off as well. Just couldn't do so. Almost got it off from the seat of his pants. As this one played across to the other side. Kushner, a huge pad save there by Spiro. And it's cleared by Rutgers. What a sequence there. May went flying as he got tripped up. I think TCNJ were looking for a call on that as well, as it's taken and dumped into the zone here by the 9 of Jack Ellis. Schaefer trying to clear, can't do so along the boards. Kushner gets laid into by Sek, as he has it again at the point here. Kushner lower. May on it again, trying to spin away from Shaver. Shaver looking. Eyeing his options. Tried to play that one right through the slot. No one was home as it's poked away there by Sek. Hilliard with it, trying to go one-on-one here. One-on-one with Stout. Hilliard cutting into the middle, looking to try and get the shot off as on the back check. It's stolen by May. 3-on-1 if TCNJ can hurry out the other way here on the power play. May with it, across, on the doorstep, they score! We're tied at 2! Josh Kushner able to tap that one home off the pass. And what an effort there by Logan May. It started here on the back check and just went flying down the near side boards in front of us. And joining him was Kushner on the back door, who just tapped it home. And it is a new ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
That is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. From the College of New Jersey Lions. That's how you move the puck, and not sure exactly what's going on here. It should be a substitution issue.
They were waiting for one more player to hop on the ice. It was Helkowski who had to come on, but still on the power play are TCNJ. So 2 power play goals here on this long 5-minute major to Reagan. As it's kept here by TCNJ again. Still 57 seconds left to go on the power play. Kept here by Barrera. Back up to the point for Sislo. Back to Barrera at the low circle. He sends this down low. Looking for Barrera in front was Ellis. Just couldn't connect on the pass. As Ellis getting into it with Butchko now. There's a broken stick out on the ice. Back up to the point at the point. Sislo, he fires. That goes wide. 35 seconds left to go here on the power play. Down at the goal line. Glai looking. Cycles back up to the circle here. Back up to the point. Greenspoon across. Sislo there. Fires this one into the corner for Glai. Taken away here by Kata. Kata sends that one wide of Bucinic, as Werfel's able to keep it here in the zone up along the boards, just trying to kill out the remaining 10 seconds of this penalty, as it's taken here by Jennings. Jennings, some good edge work here to keep the puck in the zone, sends across to Werfel, just couldn't handle the hot pass, as Sislo and him come together, and we're finally back to 5-on-5.
And a different story than 5 minutes ago. Rutgers had all the momentum in this game. And now it's just been flipped on his head. Tides can change. Well, that was a riptide for TCNJ.
That was a rogue wave.
Yeah.
As the faceoff will come all the way back here on the icing by the Scarlet Knights.
I mean, those could go either way, right? When it comes to 5 minutes, because if Rutgers were to go kill that, not allow a single goal, they have all the momentum heading into the rest of the game. But now TCNJ has taken absolute control of this one. Maybe
As
not.
it's poked out the other way now. 2-on-1 here for Rutgers. Kata walking in. He fires and scores! I think you might be a jinx, John, as Rutgers take the 3-2 lead.
Take a look. I am a jinx. It's what I do. About there is when I said it. And just screaming down the ice. They get the space. And just a beautiful, beautiful shot from Kata.
Excellent shot selection there by Kata. Opted to go glove side there on Vucinic. And now Rutgers still have life after giving up 2 goals on the penalty kill. And it is now 3-2 Scarlet Knights here in the Battle of New Jersey, the final home game of the regular season. We're over halfway through this game, 7:30 left to go here in period number 2. It's lived up to expectations so far in this one. Kept in the zone here by TCNJ, looking for an option, back up to the point. Now it comes out of the zone, back to the 13 of Gatsanis. He flips the puck forward, Jennings eyes this one, sends it up to Askin. Shots 24-15 right now in favor of TCNJ, but Rutgers with it again. Askin fires right on the doorstep again. That one's covered by Vucinic. As Solove getting into it with Greenspoon. And waiting to get another penalty here. As down on the other corner, Kushner going at it. Fireworks starting to fly here in this one. As Greenspoon's going to go to the penalty box.
The 2nd of February, not the 4th of July, but we've got fireworks all over the place. This is getting chippy. 1-goal game is exactly what that will lead to, but I think we're all good. Let's just see what happened here, if we may. Coming down, Askin was coming down, and this ended up leading to some coming on the goaltender, and that's exactly what got Reagan ejected, and you see it there.
Solove went hard to the net, and then Greenspoon gave him a shot. Kushner took a shot there at the corner as well, right at the goal line. But now to the power play will go Rutgers. Their chance on the man advantage as well. Turner off the draw. Now Werfel hard and into the boards with Glai as this one goes down to the corner. Looking for some options. Sek finds Werfel. Werfel back up to Albrecht. Plays across to Butchko. Looking for a lane to try and drive through as this one is laid lower to Sek again. Pass across, Werfel there. Hesitated just a little too long as that one fired on kicked aside by Vucinic, but Albrecht is able to keep it in at the point. Sends lower to Sek. 1:32 left to go here on the power play as Sek has it again. Back up to Albrecht. He fires through traffic, glove down by Vucinic. And we were saying how this game has lived up to expectations here in this one. We might see this matchup yet again in the first round of the NECHL playoffs.
That's just, and up in Buffalo, that is just what you dream of when you talk about a rivalry like this one, the Battle of New Jersey.
We thought the stakes were high in this one. They're going to be even higher in that game.
And you'd imagine it's going to get even chippier.
As Albrecht has this at the point. Across, Butchko can't handle that one in the zone. But we didn't get a chance to really take a look at the NECHL standings in between the first intermission, as we were talking about the trades, as Sek driving in, beautiful move, and he scores! What a finish from Alex Sek! Walked in and ripped it. The excellent toe drag. We'll take another look at it here. My goodness, what a solo effort here from Sek. Drove by one defender, goes for the excellent toe drag and just rips it top shelf.
Talk about disgusting. Oh my goodness. That's just dirty. That's impossible to save as well. Absolutely impossible to save. Just went in and ripped it. That's the stuff of legend. And now, Rutgers had a 2-goal advantage before the 5-minute. It's almost like nothing happened. Except a lot obviously did happen, but score-wise, we're right back to that
score.
Yeah,
like
situation.
you said, score-wise, we're back to a 2-goal lead for Rutgers, but now 4-2 instead of 2-0.
Right.
So a power play goal there for the Scarlet Knights as Kata just sends a man into the boards. That was stout. Shaver able to keep this in the zone. Jumping at that goes 2 players there as it's kept in front. This one taken by Kushner. The energy in this building is insane right now as Kushner right in front of Helkowski. A huge save there by Spiro as it's knocked into the corner there by Rutgers. And trying to drive through here is Hilliard as he avoided the check from Kushner. That one fired on kicked aside by Busanic. And if you're just tuning in, you tuned into a great one at a great time as it's kept here by Kata. He can't hold on as Getsonis will have to play back. May flips this one up and out. 5 minutes, count them, 5 minutes left to go here in period number 2 as Hilliard drives down below the goal line. Hilliard up to the point, Shaver fires. That one's blocked away by Helkowski. They come together. May with it now looking for Stout. They have numbers. Stout into the zone. He fires. That one's blocked away by Hilliard. Kata sends forward. Trying to find it on the stretch pass play, but Getsonis is there first as he gets sandwiched. Stout with it again. Stout fires in. That one kicked aside by Spiro. Probably the easiest save of the night that he's going to make as Askin has this out the other way. Tried to go for the dirty dangle, but fell to the seat of his pants as some good work from Smargon to get underneath that play there on Barrera. As this goes into the boards, Kushner fighting for it. Josh Kushner into the zone. He fires. That one goes just high over the far side post. As this will go for Kushner again in the zone. Saw a lot of that patented toe drag shot that he likes to do at the Jersey Pro League this past summer. As that one goes up into the netting for the whistle. Here with 3:49 left to go as we get some Piano Man playing here in the rink.
Well, it's not a Saturday, and it's not 9 o'clock.
I mean, it's past 9 o'clock if you want to count it as that.
I'll count it. It doesn't have to be a Saturday. Okay. Good timing. But this is just awesome, this game right here. Under 4 minutes. Like you said, if you've tuned in now, one, you've missed a lot, but also you tuned in at a good time. This is exactly the game that you expect between two teams like this on this kind of night.
We are geared up for a intense third period as driving in now, peeling away. Jennings with it, spinning around from Martin as Martin tried to get on him, couldn't do so. Smargon up to the point for Butchko. Butchko with it, able to keep it here, high circle, looking lower. Has that one stolen away, poked out of the zone by Martin as he pushes on Jennings. Trying to keep it here is Reese to Appleweiser, walking, he fires, that one saved there by Busanic as he gets into it now with Sek. The goalie going at it. As all hell starting to break loose here in this game.
What's that going to lead to now?
And I think the referee might have just gave Busanic a warning. And the Rutgers fans now incensed.
Yeah. They're talking. They're going. Let's see what they're talking about, Carollo. See how much I was able to get on this replay. And we can get the push at least.
And so he gave Reese a whack and then just shoved him pretty much paddle and glove first right into the face.
And they had to hold him back. Hold me back, hold me back. And they did. You don't see the netminder do that too often. We saw Aaron Rodriguez do it yesterday in the Rowan game. Not like that, though. And we'll see how this works. I mean, in the last game, Aaron Rodriguez got a penalty last night, and someone else had to take it for him. We might see that right now.
We'll have to see what happens here.
As Piano Man comes back. Just calm everybody down. Maybe not. Okay, keep going.
And it seems like Busanic will get a penalty here.
Yep. But again, someone else has to take it because you don't want your netminder out.
I wonder if it's just kind of part of the frustration from Busanic, allowing 4 here already in this game. Upset at not just what happened there with Reese taking a whack at that puck after the whistle, but the frustration of this whole game boiling over and the rivalry, the intensity of this game. This has been probably one of the most intense games we've seen Rutgers play all year.
It has. Oh, absolutely. I mean, we saw that, just 2 days ago with the same exact team. But, I mean, Busanic wasn't in net for that one. So you look at the frustration. You look, oh, man, we only allowed 2 goals against this team last time out. Now they've already got 4. And when you've got a guy that's already ticked off, players know what's going on. They see him. They see the emotion after every stoppage, after every cover. Now, if I get my stick in there a little bit, maybe I'll get something out of him.
And over on the bench, Coach Dixon for Rutgers getting his words in with the referee, asking why that one wasn't a 5-minute major.
I'm sure he's wondering because it's in the same area. It's not a cross-check, obviously, but, hey, he pushed my guy in the same area my guy did.
It's pretty much a paddle right to the face.
Yeah.
But
it's about as close as a cross-check you can get from the netminder.
Seems like there was some confusion on who was going to stay on there for the Lions. So Martin, the captain, will go off. As back to the power play go the Scarlet Knights. Another chance here on the man advantage, looking to go up by 3 for the first time here in this game. Werfel at the hash marks, dives lower, low circle with it to the back end. He gets taken down. Still with it here in the zone. Laid off there by Sek. Pinned up along the boards is Turner. Over to help him is Butchko. Butchko to Werfel. Looking back up to the point. Albrecht, quick shot on. Kicked aside there by Busanic. Across Butchko, trying to handle. Butchko up to the point. Albrecht there. Albrecht sends in deep. Reese trying to play back up as that one's kept in by Albrecht again. Diving to keep this puck in the zone. Butchko with it. Bounces here to Turner. Looking to try and fire. Good job there by Getsonis as we've got the fans standing up in front of us now.
I'm getting up, Carollo. This is getting intense.
Sek with it, spinning around, lays back to Werfel, up to the point now. Jennings from the point, that one goes wide. And now it's cleared there by TCNJ. 55 seconds left to go.
I thought he was off. Carollo.
So did I. The whole bench wanted one for TCNJ, as did the fans. Either way, we continue on, and it's cleared there by the lines again. Saul over on the bench. Coach Andrew Ducko and Paul Batcho both screaming offsides. As driving in now goes Butchko. Butchko looking to get by Martin. That one rings off the iron short side. Nearly another chance there as Turner sends to Werfel again. Werfel able to keep this puck in the corner. Looking across, that one's knocked away by Busanic. Shaver sends lower. Back up to the point. Kept here by Jennings. He fires that one on, and it's held onto by Busanic. And we get the whistle. Here with 1:21 left to go in period 2. 7 seconds left to go here on the power play.
We're going to take a look at that shot that just hit the post, see how close this was, if we can have a little bit of time here. They go quick, though, but just hit the post. Almost a big-time opportunity for the Scarlet Knights.
Butchko looking like Luke Hughes a little bit there coming up on the power play. Opted to take it himself, nearly went end-to-end as it's taken here by Rutgers again. Power play over. We're back to 5-on-5, down with 1:05 left to go here in the second period. Into the corner, Sislo trying to keep it away from Hilliard. Plays here to Martin, has to play back to Sislo. As this is taken here by Gley. Able to send this puck forward, but Shaver is there to keep it away. Taken here by Hilliard. Able to find Kata. He springs it into the zone. Him and Sislo give chase here with 40 seconds left. Sislo along the wall. Kata there trying to take it from him. Can't do it. Sislo with it again. He takes a big bump into the wall there as it's taken by Shaver and sent back in deep. Martin on it. He whiffed on the pass as him and Hilliard come together, and he just got drilled, and that's going to be a penalty. And Hilliard is very mad right now at that call as Kushner and Gley come over to try and defend their captain. And Hilliard did catch Martin up high.
Yeah, just a bit. just a little bit. We'll see exactly if I can I don't know what Andrew was able to get here. I'd be very impressed if he was able to get everything. It's stuck in the corner there.
So it went behind the net here. Sislo whiffed on the pass, and then Hilliard just laid right into him in the chin.
That'll do it.
That'll definitely be a penalty.
Get you a call.
So it's going to be an elbowing call here on Hilliard.
That makes sense. He did lift his elbow up, yeah. You can't see the angle exactly, but it looked like part of his arm kind of went up, and that'll do it.
As we just about hit the 9:30 mark of the night here on Sunday, off the draw, one back here at the point. Stout fires that one, knocked away there by Spiro. 12 seconds left to go here in the period. TCNJ will likely start the third frame on the man advantage as this goes back up to May. May through traffic. That one's blocked away as Turner tried to get on it. Another shot right on the doorstep. That was Ellis. As another one at the buzzer. Martin was in the slot, but the buzzer sounds, and that will do it for the seconds.
Madness in South Brunswick. Exactly what we've seen. Exactly what you expected. Just so much happened in that period number 2.
I expect nothing less as
here we go.
Now Albrecht chirping with Kushner as he's going to be escorted back to the locker room.
Wow. Calming everybody. And remember, these guys got to go in the same place.
And the referee's telling TCNJ to hold up and wait here as Rutgers get into their locker room. They don't want anything going on outside of the locker room. But either way, we'll step aside. When we come back, we'll digest that period a little bit more and talk about it before we go into the third. But either way, we'll step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the third period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rutgers ACHA Scarlet Knights Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on Flow Hockey. Or I said live here on Flow Hockey.
Flow Hockey.
It's been a long day.
Long
I'm sorry.
day, Carollo.
I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
We both do Flow Hockey.
We both do Flow Hockey, but this is BSB, my own company.
Yeah.
My own
right,
company.
That's your fault on your
It's been a long day. I've been up since 6 a.m. This is my second game of the day.
We respect Flow Hockey.
We do respect Flow Hockey. Regardless of all that.
Yeah, they pay
here
my bills,
on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Anyway, live on YouTube instead of Flow Hockey.
Right. YouTube,
regardless.
BSB.
Regardless.
I mean, how many streaming platforms do you think that you've called the game? Or just anything that you've called
probably
games on?
about 7. So
7? I'm at least 5.
So
I'm trying to do the math here. Yeah, I'm probably about as much as
I'm at about 7.
Yeah.
But
I'm counting college. Oh, my God.
Either way, let's get into this
But
third
you know what
period.
this is? This is Breakout Sports Broadcasting, and this is hockey. It's getting chippy. It's getting wild. The Scarlet Knights and the Lions expect more action here in this one.
Yes, we certainly do. Here in this third period between the Scarlet Knights and the TCNJ Lions. And this is it, the final period potentially, as here's a huge check there along the wall. Kushner got sent into the boards there by Werfel as he has it again. Stout with it in the circle. We'll get back to what I was saying in just a minute as we'll dissect that second period in just a few, as at the point is Martin. Across. Still on the power play are the Lions to start this third period. That shot on, bouncing right in front at the top of the slot. Kushner couldn't get a handle. Looking in front, and we're going to get a whistle. And changers are going to be coming on here for both squads as the net came off. But like I was saying, coming into this third period, Rutgers up 4-2. Coming into this third frame, an explosion of offense in that second period. Shots 31-21 coming into the third period in favor of TCNJ. 1:02 left to go on the power play are the Lions as this one goes all the way down. But either way, like we were saying, we'll break down that second period for you in just a few when we get a chance.
If we can. I mean, we can kind of piece it together as this goes along. It was a lot to break down, a lot of hits and situations.
As a quick shot on is blocked away there. And down they went hard into the boards as it's kept here by Martin. Cycling here in the zone on the power play. Looking for options. May back to Martin. 30 seconds left to go on the power play here for TCNJ. Down by 2 goals, looking for more. As that one sent away from Spiro in front. That one they score! Martin on the man advantage. And TCNJ make it a 1-goal game. The captain coming in clutch. As we'll take another look at it here. Got alone in the slot, found his way and snuck through, and Kushner able to find him, and he just ripped that one home past Spiro. Nothing he could do about that. And it is now a 1-goal game yet again. Now that goal is scored, let's break down that second period a little bit as we continue on with the play here off the draw. But a power play goal for TCNJ cuts the lead down to 1-4-3.
Right.
But in that second
came
period,
from the Thomas Hilliard elbowing, by the way, later in that second period.
Yes, it did. And earlier in that second period, Connor Reagan gone from the game, ejected for a 5-minute major for cross-checking. As this is picked up here by Jennings and kept by Turner, he sends in. Back to get it. In the corner was Barrera, stolen here by Werfel. We'll get back to talking about the second frame in a minute. Only got about a couple seconds of doing so in, as this one right on the doorstep won't go there from Werfel, taken here by TCNJ.
You got the important bit out, though. Connor Reagan, huge loss.
As out the other way, trying to get on is Helkowski, and coming way out to cover is Spiro, as Helkowski says, my bad. Didn't mean to hit Spiro there.
Yeah, Spiro came out far, so things are going to happen when you got to do that.
And for Helkowski, immediately says, my bad, I didn't mean to do that. Doesn't want any trouble.
No, because there was a lot of trouble in that second period.
Yes, there certainly was. A whole bunch of penalties on both sides of the ice. And 4 goals between the two teams. 2 for Rutgers, 2 for TCNJ. things got tied for TCNJ on the power play. 2 goals on that 5-minute major to Reagan. He's gone from the game. And we were tied at 2, and then after that, Rutgers, 2 goals of their own to give themselves the 2-goal lead heading into this third, but not even 2 minutes in. TCNJ cut it down to 1, and that's where we stand right now.
Exactly, and oh man.
Dangerous chance there, shot in on a goal, saved there by Busanic.
Barely chances to breathe in this hockey game, and that's exactly what you want. So it's good to see that this game is good, but right, I mean, they ended up giving up the 2 goals, and then it went right back to a 2-goal game, and now a lot of the time there's still that kind of third period process that you don't see a lot of goals early in third periods of these kind of games, but TCNJ came out with a game plan, came out and found a way to score, and now we have a real game here with a 1-goal deficit for the Lions.
Shots 33-24 in favor of TCNJ right now as Smargon is able to keep this in the zone. Looking for Solove as him and Martin jostling for the puck. Bounces into the slot. Picked up here by Greenspoon. Matthew Greenspoon out the other way. Nearly got caught there by Elbrecht. Oh. And down Greenspoon went, and that's going to be a penalty there on Rutgers. One of the captains going to the penalty box, and a huge opportunity for the Lions to tie it once again on the power play. A huge, huge moment. Again, remember when I said penalties were going to become a big story of this game, Carollo? It took a minute, but wow, right there you see it. And yep, that'll draw it. But those penalties, those are what you're going to look back to when you got a game like this, and it's so close. Scramble off the faceoff, taken here by Butchko. He's able to clear. That one gets past Stout and goes all the way down. Picked up here by Logan May. Has speed down the near side wall in front of us. Looking to try and get set up here in the zone. Pulls up as Butchko all over him. Back up to Stout at the point, looking for some options. He's hounded by Werfel. May with it again on the backhand. Back up to Stout. Across, able to find Kushner. He fires quick shot on. Saved there by Spiros. He tried to get back on top of it, couldn't do so. And it's cleared by the Scarlet Knights. And that's a big clear. Spiro had to go wild to even give it a chance to be saved. So TCNJ's got to wait a little bit to get back, but they're moving quick. As Turner's able to steer that one away. Good job to do so there on the PK, as this will go back here for Gorman. He is not able to clear. Great keep there by May. May with it again, sends here. Martin back up to Stout at the point, now back to May. May to Ellis. Back up to May again. Looking. Down to Ellis again. They play catch here at the hash marks. Looking in front, trying to find that one for Greenspoon as it goes across here to Stout. He can't handle the hot pass as it goes back up to May. Walking in, looking, has to play to Ellis again, trying to play a pass through, knocked away there by the paddle of Spiro, but not out of the zone. 34 seconds left to go on the power play. Stout with it, looking for an option, back up to the point for Greenspoon as he finds May again. May at the bumper position in front to Stout. That one kicked aside and saved by Spiro. Tomas Spiro, great job to go out in front of it. The netminder. These are the games where netminders, you see high-scoring games, but netminders making big saves. You look back on them a lot in big games like this, even though this is a higher-scoring game than you see in some games. But Spiro with a big-time save. You kind of have to wash it all away. Well, especially here on the PK, they say your goaltender's your best penalty killer. Yep. And he just made a big-time stop here on the man disadvantage as we're down to the final 10 seconds left to go of the TCNJ power play. Across, able to find Walter. He fires. That one's saved there by Spiro. Again, is trying to get on it out the other way. Go the Scarlet Knights. We're back to 5-on-5. A good penalty kill there for Rutgers as it's picked up here by Barrera. The assistant captain sends in, and Spiro will just jump on top of that one for the whistle with 14:52 left to go here in this third period. And we've had back-to-back stoppages, a game that started out so quick. It's interesting to see how both teams respond when the game kind of gets a little bit slower. TCNJ's benefited from the fast pace in this game. So we'll see how this one turns out for the Lions. Off the draw, Shaver trying to get on this. Sent around. Here able to find Gorman. This one played through, no icing, it's waved off as they chase after it into the zone. Gatsonis, he wipes out hard, as able to take it is Amendola. He sends this one to Karabko. Karabko sends in. Shaver sends around, can't get it out of the zone. Kept in there by the 24 of Santo as this goes into the corner again. Santo hard along the wall. Taken away now by Shaver. Can't get it out of the zone. Kept in by Amendola for a second. Now it comes out as it's taken by Gatsonis and played back to Sislo. To Gatsonis again. Looking here for Santo. Able to keep it and flick it out to the neutral zone. Again, Karabko with it. Matt Sislo gets across center ice. He dumps in. Spiro out to lay the puck off as it's taken by Greenspoon. Looking back up to the point. Gatsonis with a good keep. This one in on the Spiro. He kicks that one aside easily. Greenspoon looking for his brother. Can't find him as it's taken out here by Solove. Solove trying to have numbers going into the zone. It just gets too far for Askin as him and Martin go into the corner now. Askin gets sandwiched there by Greenspoon as it's sent around. Sislo trying to get on it. Along the wall has Lagriola with him as it goes back here to Butchko at the blue line. Delayed offside on the play, taken here now by Butchko. Butchko being chased. Has that one stolen aside as Spiro's going to have to come out and play it away with the paddle. Great presence to come away with that one as this one's kept in at the point. A great keep there by Ryan Walter, and now goes out the other way again. This pass too far for TCNJ, and this will be an icing here on the Lions.
We haven't seen as many shots as we've seen early in this one, but TCNJ, for a team that's only got 5 wins on the year, I mean, Rutgers obviously with 7, but TCNJ's played a ton more games than Rutgers has. TCNJ is playing like it's 0-0 in terms of the record for both of these teams. This is going to be fun to watch when you talk about it up in Buffalo as well.
Driving in now is Martin as back on it was the 8 of Warfel. He sends it out of the zone. Martin going to collect once again as Rutgers will actually play RIT next weekend on the 7th and 8th to end out their season. So with the standings from this one, we'll have to wait till those 2 games to figure out the final rankings. But Gorman sends this around. If Rutgers can secure the points here in this one today, would be massive in a bid to try and get the 3rd seed here in the division.
They both would have 4. Let's say Rutgers were to win this game. They both have 4, RIT and Rutgers, correct?
Yes. They would both have 4 as driving in. That one saved there by Spiro again. Both of the RIT wins, or RIT points, coming against TCNJ. As this is taken and played back up here to Helkowski. Helkowski fires. That one's blocked away in front. Another save there by Spiro with Kushner right on the doorstep. Werfel. The pair of 8s come together as it's kept here going back up to the point, and the net jostled off its moorings.
So those 2 games, I know usually you don't hype up as much the battle for 4 versus 3, but it matters a ton when you talk about who's going to be in that tournament. So for Rutgers and RIT, you want to avoid Canisius and Oswego State as long as you possibly can when you talk about that tournament. So those RIT games for Rutgers are essentially going to decide whether they get the 3 seed or not. That's going to be huge.
Yes, it certainly will, as right now Oswego locked up the 1, Canisius sitting at the 2. As driving in now, Kushner, he gets bumped off the puck as Shaver sends this around. Butchko trying to get on that. Kata there, able to poke it forward. Out of the zone it came for a second. Delayed offside on the play as Kata gets it back. As this is sent into the zone. Almost halfway through this 3rd period, a 4-3 game here between the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the College of New Jersey Lions. And if you're just tuning into this one here on a late Sunday evening, you tuned in at the right time, as this is kept here by Rutgers, firing that one on. Vucinic sent spinning, but he's able to make the save.
Did a little half spin, Vucinic. What a big-time save. That's one of those plays also where you're lucky the puck doesn't come out of the glove. What a big-time save for Busnich.
So RIT actually have 6 points right now.
So that changes things.
Rutgers now with 2 so far with their win on Friday against this TCNJ team. If they're able to pull out the win here with 10:34 left to go, they'll have 4 and then a chance to try and leapfrog RIT against RIT with 2 games next weekend.
So ideally, you probably have to win both.
You have to win both to try and leapfrog them potentially.
Right.
Because if they split, even if RIT wins 1, they lock up the 3.
Right, so they got it.
But Rutgers needs to finish their task at hand here in this one today. And for TCNJ, try and come back here in this game as it's kept here by Gley. Gley looking on the backdoor. Barrera, that one's saved on the doorstep. It goes wide. And it comes out of the zone. The chance there for Jake Barrera just won't go. 16 points in 24 games, 4 of them goals. Can't get his 5th as Gley sends in. Albrecht up off the wall, back here to the captain, Martin. Looking to be captain clutch as he sends into the zone. Already made it a 1-goal game as it's taken here by Albrecht. Looking to Chang, steered aside by Sislo. Appleweiss now into the zone. He gets that one poked away. Karabko there. Sislo with it again. He's hauled down to the ice. Down in the corner, Santo with it. Appleweiss just drills him into the end wall. Out the other way now. This one dumped in. Stick the side there off the shot from Karabko as he goes into the boards. Things starting to pick up once again. Back and forth hockey here between the two squads as Reese sends this into the zone. 9 minutes left to go here in the third period. TCNJ still hunting for the game-tying goal yet again as Jennings collects the puck. Sends up here to Sek. Sends this one into the zone as across to get it goes Gatsonis. Chasing after him, the defenseman Jennings in the offensive zone. Tries to go back up to Sek, able to do so while falling to the seat of his pants as it's taken out here. Butchko chasing after it with Karabko all over him. Able to keep the stick away as Butchko trying to dance all the way through. Had it knocked aside at the last second as Greenspoon picks it up. Greenspoon along the wall trying to gain some speed. Can't get by Sek. Now he's able to do so as him and Butchko come together. Knocked away there by Sek for a second as back on it. Here's Lagriola. Now taken away by Turner. Up to the blue line, kept in there by Martin. They wave off the offside as Sek is able to keep it. Here for a Sek, send it to Turner who gets it across the Werfel, looking back for Sek on the near side wall. Pokes this forward to Jennings. Into the zone he goes. Jennings, he fires. That one gets deflected wide there by Sislo. Martin up off the wall again and out. Albrecht looking to play quickly here, able to find Sek who sends into the zone. Rutgers trying to just chew up time here in this game as Turner takes down a man along the wall. Sislo with it. Bouncing puck. He's able to corral it. Up off the boards to Helkowski. Can't get it out of the zone again. Sislo and Shaver now going at it down below the goal line. Shaver looking back up to the point. Turner's there at the hash marks. Looking lower. Back up to Werfel at the top of the circle. Trying to dangle. Can't make the move as Helkowski gets it back up to the point. Shaver with a good keep there at the point for a second as now we'll go all the way down for an icing here on TCNJ.
Kind of want to go back to seeding. So when it comes to who plays who, what do you get down to the postseason? Are there buys when it comes to all this in this bracket that they'll end up playing up in Buffalo?
I will have to double check on that. I'm pretty sure there is a buy. No, there is not a buy.
So 1 plays 6, 2 plays 5, 3 plays 4.
So it'll be a wild card round between 4 and 5 for the top 4 seeds.
Right.
And then after that, it'll be 1-4, 2-3.
Gotcha.
As this goes out the other way, trying to get on this is Butchko. Didn't have enough juice for an icing there as he gets hit into the wall. Helkowski there. Taken aside here by Rutgers. There's a huge check there by Kushner into the boards. Now Hilliard trying to make a play here to keep it away. That shot goes just wide of the far post as Jennings is able to keep it. Jennings along the wall, hounded there by Kushner. Kept in the zone here by Rutgers again. Cotta with it. Down along the wall, Hilliard there. Has it stolen away by May as he has to play the pass back to Martin as he looks for an option. Jennings keeps it in again. Doing a good job to do so as May pokes it out of the zone. Trying to get on the puck here, May. 2-on-1 across to Helkowski. Walking in, save there by Spiro. And after the play, Kushner just got punched in the face. Just got a glove up right into the throat, mouth area. And the refs may talk this over, but let's take a look at that Spiro save, my goodness.
And we're going to see probably a bit of the extracurriculars after if we got some time. What a way to slide over and get it done. And we get the push right out there in front.
And if Rutgers can hold on and keep this 1-goal lead 4-3 with 6 and change left to go, that save is the one to remember.
Yep. Take a look back at that one time and time again. And a big check on the other end.
We're going to get a hand pass whistle here as well.
Yeah, we'll go down as a hand pass. I've seen the hand pass a lot more than I usually do this past weekend. Some reason people just, maybe because maybe the Super Bowl's on next weekend. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we're going to have a busy weekend next weekend as well.
Yep.
A whole bunch of games here on BSB as driving in now Barrera with it, cutting away from Shaver. That one saved by the shoulder of Spiro and out into the netting. But like I was saying, a huge weekend for BSB. Next weekend, the weekend of the Super Bowl. We'll be active all 3 days as we lead things up to Super Bowl Sunday. Friday, we have a Widener game as they take on the D2 equivalent of this TCNJ team.
Right.
And then on Saturday, we've got 2 games, Rutgers D3 with a big matchup. I think that's against UMBC.
I believe so, yeah.
And then alongside that, Ramapo with their senior night up in Wayne. And then on Sunday, another game for Rutgers D3 as that one gets launched into the rafters here.
Right, their senior night on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, set for, I think, for a 1:45 p.m. start time.
Senior night in the afternoon.
Yes, an afternoon senior night game. Of course, it's on Super Bowl Sunday, so we're going to have to try and get out of here as quickly as possible that day. We'll be fine. It won't be a big deal.
We'll have plenty of time to before the parties even start for the Super Bowl.
That is true. That is true. We'll be able to get home in time as it's kept here. Walking in, glide, fires, and it's saved by Spiro again.
Real quick, who do you have?
Personally,
Who do you want?
Who do I want?
Not who do you want. Who do you think will win the game?
Who do I think will win? The Chiefs.
Okay.
Who do I want? The Eagles, even though I'm not an Eagles fan.
Right.
I personally just don't want to see the three-peat, although it would be like
historic.
It would be historic, and it would be cool to see as Sec goes the other way here. We'll get back to those in a minute. I'm sure we'll talk all next weekend about it while we're on the call.
Yeah.
But either way, second of the boards now.
Just spoiled. I'm the other way around.
Oh, really?
Yep.
As this is taken in, Helkowski fires that one, saved by Spiro, and he snowman's right on top of it.
Double tap at the B button, dolphin dive from him. I think Philly's too physical for Kansas City this year. I think that's what's going to happen, although I root for greatness. I learned from the Tom Brady era that I don't want to waste my time rooting against it.
That is fair. That is a fair point. And while, yes, the three-peat would be historic, the first time it would ever be done in the NFL.
First time I think we'll get the chance to see it in our lives.
Yes, I think so.
The only time I really see it. It's a tough thing to do.
Kata can't get that away. Spinning shot goes wide. There from Kushner. He's been on the ice a lot. As we're down to the final 4:30s, he just got rocked into the wall by Kata. As this is taken here by Getsonis. Kushner trying to gather himself again as May flips this into the zone. Glove down here by Gorman and sent back out. Hilliard trying to get on the loose puck. Hilliard down in the left side corner. Coming in to lay the body was Kushner. That was a big-time collision along the wall as Getsonis has it again. 4 minutes left to go here in the game. TCNJ still down by 1 as Hilliard takes down a lie and Nokowi continue on. The fans on the bench not happy about it as it's taken out by May. He's closed off by Kata, who dumps him. Driving in, Kushner again puts that one wide on the backhand. Solove able to find Kata. Has Hilliard with him 2-on-2 into the zone as that one's sent away by Kata.
Fine with a no call before. Those guys just got tangled up.
As this one bounces by Butchko. Trying to get on it is May. He gets hit into the wall, but Butchko took the brunt of it. As this will come all the way back out to Sislo. Fired in, kicked aside there by Spiro. 3:20 left to go here in this third period. At what point do you think over on the bench of the Lions looking to try and get Busanic out of his cage as Helkowski has this? Helkowski fires a slap shot on from outside the blue line, and Spiro's able to hold on.
If it was about a minute later into the game, I'd say now, because you get a face-off here. However, still a lot of time left. It's not time yet, but we did see that with Rutgers' D3 team, where they didn't pull Rodriguez for a long, long time. We were there for that one on the call. So we'll see if TCNJ can do the opposite and pull the goaltender early enough.
As this is kept in here with a great diving play there by Greenspoon, but now out it comes for Sek. Driving in. That one held onto by Busanic, but he's going to decide to play it here as Sislo sends it around. Wasting no time as trying to get back on it is Lagriola, who sends it out of the zone. Jennings spins it back. He has it again here. Off the pass from Turner, sends back here to Martin, the captain. Weighing his options. Able to find Greenspoon. He gets a tap on it, no icing. Moved around. Kept here by the other Greenspoon. Looking, bouncing in front, it goes wide. As Lagriola lays into a man. Martin trying to keep it in the zone. Along the board, Sek able to take it away. Plays across here to Gorman. Gorman can't get it out. Great keep there by Greenspoon. Might have caught him right in the knee as this one's around for Sek. 2:16 now left to go here in the game. Martin able to get it away there from Turner as Stout tries to get back on him. Turner spinning, able to play the pass across. That one deflected right in on to Busanic as it goes back up to the point. Now comes out of the zone Shaver in the neutral zone. To Albrecht, the captain, sends this one forward. Tipped in there by Werfel. Under 2 minutes to go here in this third period.
It's almost time to pull them. If you can get any clean possession here, you go down the ice, you immediately make that signal.
Looking here for Ellis. They can't do so as Stout with the puck up to Barrera. Busanic looking to the cage as this is kept here by Ellis. He tries to fire. Busanic up to the top of his circle. Is down when a Rutgers skater. No call. We continue on. That was Albrecht as he tries to get it away from down in the corner. Albrecht with it. Trying to play out here to Kata. He sends this one down. Goes past Busanic. Still in his cage with 1:20 left to go. You got to try and find time to pull him. As it's taken back here by Sislo. Busanic waiting for the signal. Back here to Sislo. Sends around here to May. 1:08 left to go now here in the game. Trying to play back to May. They couldn't hold on to the puck. Right into the slot. Hilliard was there. They can't hold on. Butchko again down low. Under a minute left to go here in the game. Might not have the time to even pull him as Rutgers is now in the zone. Back out to Butchko. Shaver with it. Trying to dance through everybody. Still with the puck. Looking to get a shot off. Can't do so. TCNJ just trying to get it out of the zone here with some possession as Kata puts it right back in. As this will go back to May. Busanic waiting. Able to find Barrera on the pass. Extra skater coming on now. Busanic out of his net. Looking in front. May on it. 25 seconds left to go here in the game. Sent around here to Kushner. Kushner trying to go back up here to Sislo. Sislo along the board. 17 seconds left. Werfel with it. Trying to send this hard around and out, and it comes out of the zone. That might be enough to do it. As back to get it goes Helkowski. 9 seconds left. Helkowski tries to spin it away. 5 seconds left to go as Martin picks up the puck. And that will do it for the game. And Kushner is going to get tossed at the end, and Rutgers complete the sweep of the year against TCNJ. The 4-3 victory for the Scarlet Knights. They hold on and secure some crucial points here as we head towards the end of the regular season and the NECHL playoffs. What a game.
Puck possession, puck possession, puck possession. Rutgers made sure that TCNJ had to wait as long as possible to pull that net. Mind you, can't even blame the Lions for that. There was a chance behind the net where it was just a scrum that you maybe could have did it, but obviously Rutgers ended up getting the puck anyway. So just dominance, aggression, physicality, and puck possession at the end of the game in the final 4 minutes, and that's what got it done for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. But what a game.
What a game. What a game, and we get the camaraderie here between the two teams despite a very intense, hard-fought battle. And these two teams may see each other yet again in the NECHL playoffs.
Right. So that RIT series becomes huge for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights.
It certainly does.
So for the ratings, you might want Rutgers to end up to play that wild card matchup against TCNJ. But for Rutgers, you want to get that 3 seed. You want to avoid that wild card weekend and just get to where you need to be.
Who knows? They might, even if they do get the 3, they might end up matching up with TCNJ anyway.
If they win.
If TCNJ stays and TCNJ will stay as the 5 now.
Right.
And
they are the 5.
They're solidified 5th place.
Yeah.
So the 1, the 2, and the 5 all solidified. Now
Right.
it comes down to the 3 and the 4.
And it's 2 games that will decide it. RIT and Rutgers. That's going to be huge. I don't know who's broadcasting those games if they are.
I'm not sure if they are. We'll have to try and figure that out.
I'll tune in. I will definitely tune in because those are going to be huge games when you talk about the seeding, when you talk about avoiding wild card weekend, really just a day. It is starting to get down to the wire. And also, final home game for these guys, Carollo. Appreciate everything these guys have done for us as broadcasters to allow us to do these games and to be supportive in everything, any information we needed. Just great stuff. So appreciate everything at this arena.
Yes, we certainly do. First year broadcasting this Rutgers ACHA Division I team, and couldn't have asked for really anything more from the broadcast standpoint. It's been great doing them. We've had a ton of fun doing them, and like you said, John, anything we've needed, they've provided for us. So huge thank you to the Rutgers team and to all the fans tuning in, allowing us to broadcast the games. I want to say a massive thank you to all of you right now, as we're closing in on the end of our season as well here for BSB. Regular season starting to come to a close, but we do have some news coming in just a little bit, so stay tuned for that.
It's not over yet.
It's not over yet. But either way, that will wrap things up for this one. Rutgers hold on and win 4-3 over TCNJ to get some crucial points here in the NECHL. Final shots 47-29 in favor of TCNJ, but Rutgers the 4-3 win. But that'll do things for tonight. My name's Crowell Pascal. He's John McCouche, and have a good night, everybody.